Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the WiX Online Meeting 298. Man, we're closing on 300. That's pretty cool. It's August 20th, my half birthday, which is kind of fun in 2025, which just means we're getting towards the end of the year kind of thing, and that's just still kind of crazy to me. These meetings are recorded for those of you that aren't with us right here, right now. And if you missed out on all of this initialization, you would have found that we were having very similar to audio problems that we did with the Deployment Dojo show, which means I need to go do more diagnostics. Anyway, what are we doing today? This is going to be a short meeting because Bob is actually joining us through a phone routed, on speaker right next to my microphone. We're going to do triage, and that's about it. If you have questions or comments, I hope they're short because we're not going to be spending a lot of time talking to them. All right. Triage. Bob, ready?
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah, that's nice and clear to me now that I have my headphones off. All right. We got a few things to go through. A couple of these I expect to be easy, and then we'll go from there. Number 9134, recurse containers in latest sign.exe. Sign.exe has had this really annoying feature that they think or thought or whatever pushed for a very long time of opening up containers like zip files and NuGet packages and things like that and trying to sign every single file inside it. I can kind of see that be nice if you didn't want to sign all your files individually the way that we do. Anyway, it created lots of problems, and it had a really hacky way of preventing it from doing that by providing an empty text file. Sorry, a text file with none of the names of. Anyway, it was a mess. They finally came to their senses and added a recurse containers flag so you could set it to false. And so we should use that because it makes that whole signing thing more simple. I gave it to myself, and I will fix that in the build process in WiX 7. So yeah, fun task that I will go take care of. But yay, they finally did that. It should generally just make things work that much slightly better. So I will take that. 9138. Bundle patch does not uninstall update MSI when uninstall burn related patch parameter. So this person has sent a pull request for this, so I think we should assign it to them. I've looked at the pull request, and I'm gonna have to like debug burn to make sure that it's not doing something wrong. Their explanations kind of make sense, but they also feel rather simplistic, and I'm afraid there might be an edge case that they're missing, so it's going to take a bit more work. But I think we should give this to them because they have the PR out there, and then it's just on me to go and look at the code, the PR, to make sure that it doesn't regress something else, which is what I'm mostly concerned about. But they did add an extra test as I asked, which was wonderful. So I just need time to go into burn and dig into that. All right. 914.
Related behavior that isn't documented and is kind of magical. So
Yeah. It's in the edge cases, and so it's good to have at least another test in the space. All right. 9142. OK button doesn't work and change destination folder with custom UI.
Yeah, this turns out to be a change in WiX 6.
Oh, interesting.
It's nothing. It's nothing dramatic. It's just one more thing you have to do when you're customizing UI.
Okay.
So I will take it to add a paragraph in the release notes somewhere.
Right. So it's not caught up in all the other changes and so on and so forth. So it needs to be added to WiX 6. All right. Fair enough. I don't remember this. UI costume pop opt out. Wow. Try to say that fast. Woo. All right. So, doc thing. All right. 9144. Decompiler should handle scope on per user or per machines. I know Bob was kicking around in here and found that added this per user or per machine scope, but forgot to update the decompiler. So, and he already made the change, and this will be in for WiX 7. I think we can update the milestone. And if you're decompiling, it will handle that much better. More betterer.
Yep.
Yeah, Bob's like, that's right in my ear on the phone, dude.
9 1. You're on speakerphone.
Oh, okay. I see. So we got this all on speaker. That's great. Hopefully everybody can hear Bob, and we're like actually making progress because we're blowing through these issues like I thought we would. And if not, well, this is going to be a very strange meeting for everybody to watch later. All right, 9148, scale bundle splash screens better. Um, Bob didn't spell it that way. I said it that way.
Yeah, just making that clear. Thank you.
This actually came from a Fire Giant customer very recently. They have a splash screen that is very sensitive to any pixel. Like they have really narrow writing in their splash screen, and yeah, stretch blit. If you get into a factoring of 150% or whatever, just off by one little bit, it really messed up their thing. So Bob is looking at how to do this a little better, and then we'll probably be looking for a bigger solution in WiX 7 for this as well. So fun thing, this might turn into a WiX 602. We'll have to talk about that when we have the whole fix ready, but it might end up being that. To go fix a problem for a customer with their very, very thin written splash screen, which I don't think I've ever seen one with such thin writing on it, but it definitely, you can see the blurriness in it. And on that note, I also bought a 4K monitor so I could see these things as well, because Bob had me sharing or trying to screen share with him so he could try to see all the issues. That was a fun thing to debug this last week.
There's a lot of scaling going on.
A lot of scaling going on. So not only do we have audio issues, we're doing crazy things with video as well, just in case you were wondering how things are going over here in our world. And you know what? That's it. I'm getting tired of holding this phone up to the microphone. So the next meeting is September 17th. Please tell me I got that right. That is the third Wednesday of September, I hope. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So that's the third Wednesday. And yeah, if you have questions, maybe take some inspiration from MIP maps and computer. No, we are definitely leaning on the operating system to do that. We will end up having multiple sized files in the package is what we're going to end up with. If you want really deep control, and given how sensitive their image is to it, they probably need to provide multiple scales. So that's probably the bigger feature, Zach. You are correct. But we're not going to do that in a small a dot update, but we do think we can do better than the stretch blit, because the stretch blit is definitely the kind of the worst option of all options available for that. So yeah, fun and games. So we'll be back in a month. Also, I'm going to try to get all these audio issues worked out, and there will be back-to-back Deployment Dojo episodes. So one next week, assuming the audio gods allow it, and then again the week after that would be our normal. So we missed the first one this week due to audio problems. So there will be the back-to-back Deployment Dojos, like one a week in those 2 weeks, kind of like the old days when we did it one time, one show per week, which was kind of madness now that I look back at it, how much time I was on doing live streams. So I think that's where we're at. This is going to be a short episode. Thank you, Bob, for calling in from speakerphone. We will definitely have to kick around the technology here for a while, figure out what's going wrong or what we're going to do instead. And
how's that go? It's long time listener, first time caller.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, although I don't know what it is when you get streamed into all the audio anyway directly. I hope this is working. Yeah, I mean your audio is getting recorded, so something's working. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
On that note, this will get posted up to the WiX Toolset YouTube, and then join the Fire Giant YouTube. Subscribe over there if you want to get updates on the Deployment Dojo. And shows that are going on there, they will be back to back this next 2 weeks, assuming everything works. But the Fire Giant YouTube show has those dates has those shows lined up there. At least the next one. All right, I think that's it. Bob, you have anything?
Not today, no.
Not today. All right, this was a quick show in the end, which was completely fine, quick triage, and we will be back in September to do it again. And who knows, maybe there'll be a 602 floating around in that space as well. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.